Riding down 95 in a spaceship, found me a new vibe. She 11 out of 10, I think I'm falling in love. I know it's stupid, but this bitch the truth. Take the T-tops off if them stars out. When she walk the water parts, another target wanna follow. Don't believe me, you can call her mistress, that's my name. She with me on long rides, the kid who did it and did it again. You better let them know it came from the south. Can do what I want, cause I'm popping off on stage.
What up, people? 87SS Way, back with another video, man. I know it's been a minute. Y'all ain't seen missions in a minute. Y'all ain't seen me doing no work in a minute. But hey, it's life been lifing, man. That's all I can say. Life been lifing, bro. But I came to give y'all this video, man. I wanted to talk to y'all about insurance on your old school, man. A lot of these videos that's coming up gonna be requested videos. This is one. Insurance on your old school. So if you got an old school, go ahead and answer a question for me. What insurance you got on your old school? You got liability? You got full coverage? What company is your insurance through? So that's a few questions, man, and a lot of I didn't really know about insurance on an old school a while back. I've had several old schools and I never really was concerned too much about the insurance. For one, I never went as far on a bill as I went on this one, on Mistress, right? So I've always had, for the most part, liability insurance on my old schools. I would ask for full coverage. A lot of companies didn't offer full coverage, or if they did, if they did offer full coverage, then it was like way too expensive. And then the return, like if something were to happen to it, like you might at the most get by maybe $2,000, $2,500 or something like that, which is not worth that old school, bro. So I'm here to tell y'all about collector's insurance or classic car insurance. There's a couple companies out there. I know y'all probably heard of a couple of them. One big one is Haggerty. A lot of people go with Haggerty. I've heard, I mean, that's with anything. You hear good or bad about any company, man. But I don't have Haggerty. I have American Collectors Insurance. That insurance is only for collectors, collectors, classics, and like motorcycles and stuff. That's the only kind of insurance they do. They specialize in it. So, they know our worth. I'll put it like that. So these cars that we putting all this money into and all that, like a lot of people look at them, if they're not a car person, they look at them as junk. You know what I'm saying? So they understand what we're doing, and they understand our passion in these cars and how much these cars are really worth and how much they appreciate. So American Collectors Insurance, man, that's what I carry. And I'll let you know, like I pay about almost about $500 a year. So with them, I can't speak for any other company, but with American Collectors, I can speak for them. You don't pay like a monthly payment. You pay it by the year. And like I said, I pay about around about $500 a year. So, and you just ain't gonna insure no junk, man. They're not gonna insure no junk. Like, you have to send them pictures. You gotta send them pictures of the interior of your car, the exterior, the trunk, under the hood. I can't remember for sure, but there might be a undercarriage picture. The wheels, your dashboard, like all this stuff they ask for because they want to make sure that they're insuring it for the right price. Suspension, whatever. And whatever upgrades you do to your car, just say I originally insured my car and I want to have, like, you pretty much name your coverage. So if I insure my car and I say I want just say $20,000, that's a good even round number, right? Just say I want $20,000 worth of coverage on my car, right? And then throughout that year, I do suspension work, I do an engine swap, I put a sub system, you know, a new audio system in my car, whatever. Just say I add another, let's say 10K. So over the span of a year, I add another 10K to my car, you know, with labor and parts, right? I hit them up like, hey, you know, I done upgraded this. I got receipts. Keep your receipts. I got receipts for this, and this. And then you update your file. So you send them pictures, you send them the receipts, and they just your value increases. So you go from 20,000 to 30,000. Yes, your premium is gonna go up because you got more coverage, but you can look on there and it tell you how much coverage you got on your car. This includes, you know, fire, theft, vandalism, you know, accident, collision, comprehensive. It's everything, bro. So I do have a referral link. I'm not sure what I get if I refer you or whatever. I think you may get a discount. I'm not sure, but I do have a referral link. I'm gonna put that in the description, as well as a comment in the a comment under the post, and that way you can go check them out, man. Check them out online. Give them a call. Talk to them. You know, shop around. See if this is the best company for you. But American Collectors Insurance, man. And I done put a couple people on there, and they love it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I have a claim that I have to, I got a claim that I got to file, which I say I got one that I got to file. I have a claim that I filed already. They've already, you know, pretty much paid me for it. Another thing about that too, when you file a claim, you have your own mechanic or somebody that you'd like to take your car to. You have your own body shop or whatever. You have the choice to take your car where you want it to go to, because like I said, they understand how passionate we are about these cars. We don't want any and everybody touching these cars. So if you got a main body, man, if you got, you know, an audio, man, if you got an engine, man, you got a suspension, man, if anything were to go wrong, you're able to take that car and get it repaired at the shop of your choice. They don't find a shop for you. They may make recommendations for you if you want it, but if you already got a shop in mind or whatever, so be it. You go where you go. You know, maybe y'all know how insurance works. Maybe the estimate they gave you, the shop want a little bit more, whatever the case may be. That's between them two. But American Collectors is who I deal with, man, and they really good. So please insure your old school, man, and then keep them fire extinguishers in the car. I done seen brand new cars catch on fire, and then everybody with all this audio and stuff, most of the time that be the issue, or old wiring or whatever the case may be. But keep some fire extinguishers in your car. You know, make sure you have insurance, man, because you know we done spent a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, money, everything on these cars, man, time. So you want to at least be compensated for that if something were to happen. If something were to happen, that's the thing. If. But I'm gonna show y'all what we working with on the Monte Carlo, which I've been saying something about it for a few months now. But I'm gonna show y'all what we got going on, and I'm gonna have to at some point get it repaired. I'm trying to hold on, you know, and wait until the off season, but I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to wait. And to me, this is a major flaw, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what we working with, and you know, we gonna go from there. So I had to get this thing out the garage, man, so I can show y'all what we got going on. So, I mean, my car got plenty of flaws, but there's some like this that just stand out. As you can see, the bumper, see how it's straight over there? Then over here it got that bow in it. That's the bumper. And this little lip right here got that bow in it. We got paint chips. Paint chip, paint chip, paint chip. Big old paint chip right there. So, I mean, you looking at the Monte Carlo, man, the first thing you look at is that front bumper. That front bumper and them body lines, man. So, like I said, that's not the only thing wrong with the car, but that is one of the issues that I don't like about my car. And I did it. Like, I mean, it was I would say a fender bender, but I did it. But when I called up American Collectors Insurance, it was no issue. I called them up, you know, told them the issue that I had, and they sent a adjuster out. I mean, in like 2-3 days, because I called them like on a Friday. Dude came on Monday or Tuesday, I believe, looked at the car, you know, gave me an estimate. My adjuster called me back like the next day and was like, hey, everything is done. I'm sending your money. Go to the shop of your choice and we're gonna get it fixed. So, like I said, man, this right here stick out like a sore thumb to me. So I definitely gotta get it fixed. I'm sure that the bumper can be fixed because it's fiberglass. I know it probably just need to be heated up and bent back out on this side. Not sure. If it's any body men in here, let me know. I know my boy JG gonna chime in. But yeah, that is definitely a big flaw to me, and that's gonna be the first thing somebody notice when I pull up or whatever. You're gonna see that big old white spot right there, and you're gonna see that bumper is bowed in. But like I said, American Collectors taking care of it for me. I got a couple other things I want to get fixed on the car, which I'm gonna kind of go around it. Right here, I did this. This is when I got my steering shaft, my Jeep steering shaft, the Holly. It's supposed to retract, and I was trying to pull it out. It was stuck, and I was sitting right here, and I had a fender cover over it, but once it gave, like it popped out. Boom, put a ding right there. Yeah, so if anybody don't know what the Jeep shaft, the Jeep steering shaft right here, so it retracts in and out right here, so you can make it longer or shorter. And like I said, I was pulling it right here and I hit it right there. What else? So I definitely, y'all see how loose that is. There's this bar right here. Y'all see that bar? It's supposed to be hooked up and secure this fender. So that got to be up there and secured. I definitely need door hinges, new door hinges. Got a little spot right there from the door hitting the inside of the fender because it's off track. Y'all can see that right there. Like when I close my door, look at the gaps. Look at that big old gap right there. You know what I'm saying? So, like I be telling y'all, man, these cars ain't perfect. What you see on the internet, you know, it might look like this or like that, but a lot of them ain't perfect. And I know mine ain't perfect. I ain't one of them. It don't need to be perfect. Same thing on this side. Got that little area right there because the door is off track. But this door is a little bit better than the other side, but it's a real big gap right here. Look at that. I can stick my whole finger in there. So, but this door closed better than the other one though. But look at that gap. That ain't right, man. So definitely in the near future, we're gonna get new hinges on the doors. I want to get this ding pulled out. This right here, I think this is, I don't know if y'all can see it. Yeah, you can see it right there. This is in the clear. I don't know what happened, but this is in the clear. And like I said, this car hasn't been cut and buffed, so hopefully that'll be fixed with a good cut and buff job. So we got that. I don't know. I know some people probably noticed it before. Here go another spot right here. That's in the clear. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, hey, ain't nobody gonna show y'all flaws like this. I seen a couple YouTubers show some flaws, but hey, things happen when you actually drive these cars too. My T-tops right here. This ain't on the painter. This on me. I had them in the trunk. They wasn't in the bags, and I was acting a fool. So they flew around the trunk, and this is the result of that. My trunk, I got high spots where my hinges go on the trunk on both sides. If you can see that, there's a high spot right there. And then on this side, there's a high spot. Not too much worried about this. Now this was not on me. That wasn't on me at all. My car did not go to the paint shop with that there, but it came back with it there. It is what it is. Little small paint chips in the corner, little scratches. But all in all, man, I mean, if you look at this, you see me, right? Hey, and it ain't even been cut in buff yet. Y'all see that Ultima over there? Look at that. It hasn't been cut in buff. So if I get a few, you know, a few minor things touched up on it, we'll be good to go. But a lot of the stuff I don't care about, for real, for real. Got a couple little indentions here. I did this. You know, everything ain't perfect, man. Just so y'all know. Just so y'all know, because I feel like some of y'all be thinking these old schools gotta be perfect for y'all to be outside. They don't. I mean, you want it to be right, you want it to be reliable, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't gotta be perfect. The paint ain't gotta be perfect, the interior ain't gotta be perfect and all that for you to ride. But that motor, that transmission, that rear end, them vitals on your dashboard, all that should be right before you get out there on that road, man. And but yeah, so you know, I just wanted to come at y'all and tell y'all about having insurance on your old school, man, in case you don't have it, or if you just got liability and you know, you need something better than that, man. We put a lot of money into these cars, we put a lot of time, we put a lot of sweat, blood, tears, literally all that has gone into my car. So if y'all do anything like me, I know y'all done put the same in y'all cars. So definitely protect your investment, bro. Get that American Collectors Insurance. Tell them 87 SS Boy sent you, and tell them to give you a little discount or something, man. And yeah, definitely once you get that car rolling and you got it how you want it, definitely get that American Collectors Insurance. Another insurance might work until then. I don't know how they work with project cars, but I mean, it's worth a call, it's worth the email to just see, you know, what your options are. But yeah, definitely insure that thing, man, because you never know what can happen. You know, fire, flood, vandalism, theft, you know, collision, deer, dog, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Garage wall. You never know. You never know what could happen, man. So, hey, I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. I'll catch y'all on the next video, man. 87 SS Boy. We out of here.
Yeah.
Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching. Plotting and wishing, praying that I fall. Shout out my